What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 15th day of September, and here we are. 6 days, 2 hours left in this week here. Beautiful week. 12.7 cents is the price. We had the nice weekly close that we were looking for. Closed up pretty damn high compared to this candle here. We're moving down a little bit to start this week, but I think you might have found your low today. Down at, is it? Yeah. Today's the beginning of the week. Down at 12.3 cents. I doubt that you go lower. We'll see. We'll see. Anything can happen. Cookie's a little fickle. It doesn't like to show significance at its fibs, but lately it actually has been, right? Not so much here, but right there at your golden ratio there. It's fickle. It's weird. Let's see. Let's look at the low to high. If you're not at the golden ratio here, I'm not going to judge you, right? Like you came close to it, but you didn't hit it. I think that that's fine. You don't need to find support at a lower price. You could go lower. We'll look at the short-term stuff. We'll see what we're coming up with here. But I think that's a good wick down. I think you're having a proper reaction off of prior areas of resistance, prior areas of support. Let's look into the short-term stuff. Okay, I don't know if I said it already, but hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get into it. Oh, Bitcoin's come back up a little bit. That's nice to see. Hey, that's good. Look at that. I mean, Bitcoin could have found its low too. It's very possible Bitcoin still goes lower. You know, we're just at a lower high right now, and if that happens, don't worry about it. Bitcoin can go lower than this low here. We can go below 114K, and Cookie and other altcoins don't have to go lower. We're at that point now where they don't have to. They could run. Absolutely, they could, as long as Bitcoin doesn't like dump. You know, I'm actually curious here. Let's just see what's Bitcoin's liquidation levels looking like on the past day. Probably shorts. Oh wow, shorts and longs are pretty even. But the price came back up. Yeah, shorts and longs are even matched here as well. There we go. Yeah. Longs are more heavily input. Anyways, looking at Cookie here, looking at the 1 hour time frame. RSI does have bullish divergence. We have higher lows here, little double bottom action, but higher lows right there. Lower lows in the price, looking like you do want to continue to move up. You're at 12.7 cents. You'll probably move up to 14 cents and beyond here pretty damn soon. Yeah, I like the 1 hour RSI. Overall, it's kind of bearish right now, but this double bottom higher low scenario, it does make me think that we're at a relative low. If you were to go lower, we could talk about that too, but the stochastics look bullish and the MACD is crossing as well. I think you're going to continue to grow here. We'll see how it goes. Looking at the 4 hour time frame again, if you were to go lower, where would you go? You'd probably go down to about 11.7 cents, maybe to 11.4 cents, something, anything and everything in that area. Man, I really like the way this 4 hour time frame looks. That is a nice bottoming candle right there, right? Same thing as like what the weekly time frame looked like, right? If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, you got the solid body down, the wick here, and then you moved up. We're expecting a green week this week as well. Same kind of thing here. You got the solid body down, the wick there, the move up. I would very much think that we're on our way to 13 cents and beyond. The 4 hour RSI is bouncing right off the oversold zone. The last time we did that, we went all the way to the overbought zone. We were down here. We bounced off the oversold zone. We were down here, and we rallied over the coming days. I bet that's what we do here. Stochastics are bullish. We have bullish divergence there. Nice. The MACD is not bullish at the moment. You're kind of crossing below the zero, but it's the 4 hour time frame. I'm not worried about it. I mean, you could just scoop this up and then move up higher. So all in all, 2 versus 1 as far as bullishness goes, and the price action itself to boot looks very bullish as well. I would think that we continue to move higher. I'm just curious, did you do anything with this fib low to high? Not really. You're so weird with your fibs, Cookie. You're so weird. Why are you so weird with your fibs, huh? I just want to see. 2618. Okay, a little respect. Oh, look at that. 2618 to the 1618. That's nice. Maybe you go all the way down to your 618. If we were to go lower, I doubt that we go too much below 12 cents, okay? Let's just say that. I very much doubt that we go below 12 cents, or too much below it, I should say. Definitely not below like 11.8 cents. Daily time frame now, looking at this here. I want to pull up the ribbons. But first, let's look at this. RSI overall is kind of bearish, but you're shifting. There's some bullish momentum being built here. You can see it, right? Going from being oversold, rejecting the overbought zone, oversold, living below the 50. You're now getting above the 50. You have higher highs and higher lows instead of lower highs and lower lows. You get into that overbought zone, it's that nail in the coffin that says the bulls are back, baby. Bulls are on parade. Stochastics right here at the 50. It would be nice to see you bounce. So if you close here today, I think that's fine. But if you could move up over the coming days and just not go below the 50 here on the stochastics, that looked really good. Again, bouncing off the 50 can promote growth in a short amount of time. You want to do that. Even if you go to the oversold zone, it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to see lower lows, but I just think it'd be more bullish if we held support around this area, okay? The MACD as well, if we can get some continuation rather immediately, the MACD would be crossing above the 0. That'd be nice, but you look like you're coming down a little bit here. That's not a problem. It's just if we get some growth over the coming days, we will likely cross that 0, and that would be phenomenal. The last time you crossed above the 0, you went from a low to a high. You went from a low of like 15.7 cents up to 22 cents overall. That wasn't the best reaction. The time before that, whenever you crossed above the 0, this is like the real reaction here. I mean, you just saw immaculate growth. You went from a low of like 8 cents all the way up to 30 cents. It was crazy stuff. And I would expect something like that to be what we're doing here. Yeah. And look at that too. You rejected, you came down, you found support at the 50. That was your higher low. You found support right here at prior resistance. Might we be doing the same thing here? I'm just saying. And if we do, that's good enough. That's a good enough low, but we could go lower. Again, we could go right around 12 cents, just above 12 cents, just below 12 cents, tomato, potato, whatever it is, man. It doesn't matter. I want to look at the weekly time frame just real quick and see if I'm missing anything. I don't think I'm missing anything. You look primed to go up. You look fantastic. You look very, very good. You're not in the most bullish readings right now, but I think you're primed. I think you're at areas where things are about to turn around. Absolutely. But I want to look at the ribbons now. Okay, I want to do that. I forget if we looked at them on the last video or not, but I want to touch base with this again. Okay, so I don't like that, right? I do remember now. We looked at them last time, and it was a positive look, right? So you're finding support at the ribbon here. You were finding support at it there, but now you're below it. We have 1 hour and 50 minutes left. Can you move up? Can you move up like 3% in the next hour and 50 minutes? You could. It's possible, but will you? It wouldn't be. I think I remember specifically saying you don't want to close below this. If we close below this, man, the ribbon, the daily ribbon, actually just being, candid with you guys, closing below it like this would make me think that we go to a lower low. And if we do go to a lower low, that's okay. Things happen. It's just not what I would expect that we'd go below 11 cents. And if we do, maybe 10.4 cents holds. It's very possible. Or 10 cents itself, which is psychological support as well. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But that's not ideal. Okay, this is not an ideal look. Anything can happen, right? Let's see. You didn't close below the ribbon there, right? But you also weren't bearishly crossed like you are now. Let's see. Let's put you in log. Right, like this here. You were up here, you were when you closed below it, you went lower, but you didn't see a lower low actually. Here, you're finding support on it, you finally closed lower. You saw a lower low relative to this. You even actually did inevitably get to a lower low, but you found support in that area. I don't know. Maybe it's not as condemning as I was originally thinking, but perhaps this is a signal if we close here and we got an hour and 50 minutes left to see what we can do in the next hour and 50 minutes. The 1 hour looked decent, the 4 hour looked like it wanted to come up. So it's possible, I suppose, but I'm not that optimistic, right? I mean, it's not a small amount. It's not a large amount to come up. It can definitely happen, but I don't know. We'll see. If you can come back up and close above like 13.2 cents by the end of today, that would look really good. I'm just saying that would look really, really good. Or I wouldn't even say it looks really good. That would give us a fighting chance. Okay, where if you close here, that would make me think that we are going down back to this low area, closer to 11 cents, not 12 cents, and maybe even below there. Okay. Still possible to hold support in this area. It all depends, but I don't like the ribbon right here. And you actually do seem to be respecting your ribbon pretty well as far as the daily ribbon goes. Weekly time frame. The weekly ribbon is very bullish, absolutely bullish. We love to see it. The goal here is to get this weekly close above about 16 cents. Once we're above 16 cents on a weekly closing basis, this thing's going to rally hard. It's going to do some dramatically phenomenal things. Okay, once we close above 16 cents, we're going to get a move like this. We're going to get a move like this. It's going to be great. And really, overall, we're going to be going to new all-time highs. The all-time high area that's intended for Cookie DAO from a high to a low here is all the way at $1.65 to $3.90. You're at about 12.7 cents now. We're talking 13x. We're talking 30x, something in that range between now and the end of the cycle. Sorry, not the end of the cycle, end of this year. We'll probably be closer to $1.65, $2.50 by the end of October, $3.90, $4 by the end of the year, going to dramatically higher prices in March, April, May. That time frame we'll hit $20 or higher by the end of the cycle overall. So a lot of growth to go. A little turbulence now. Don't get distracted. Buy the dip if it comes. It's hard for me to imagine that we do go lower than this low here. But maybe it's less hard to imagine that we go back to this area. We very well could go down there. I mean, that three-day reject. Man, we're closing the 3-day here too. Looking at the ribbons, that's actually not a good look. This makes me a little bit hesitant in calling calling for support here. I have to be honest. Just seeing what I'm seeing. I'm glad that we looked at the ribbons. Yeah. Because it very well could be. I mean, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-legged move down. Or maybe it's a 1, 2, 3 with an extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I'll see you guys on the next one. I got to take a phone call. Hit the like button, subscribe. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.